Hello everyone, and I'm back after a few weeks off. Exams are finally done, so now I'm gonna pretty much put a little bit more time into YouTube. Wasn't the only thing that kept me from, really doing YouTube for the past few weeks. It was just mainly I actually started the reason when I started YouTube. I said that if I ever get to a point where it feels like a chore to do it every week, then I would just take a break, and that's what I've done. It started to become like a chore. I started to like not really enjoy World of Tanks because I was always trying to get good replays, which isn't really difficult, but like it's just I like play games for fun. I'm not really playing for well, I like to win obviously, but I wasn't playing it as I normally would play it, just for fun. Like I would be playing it to try and get YouTube videos, and I just wanted to stop all that. So I took a few weeks off, took a couple of weeks off World of Tanks as well, and pretty much started playing over the past week. All my exams are done. The last one was on the 30th. Oh god, it's just really jar stuff. I had like 7 exams over the past like 3 weeks, so I've just been revising like crazy for those, and I've actually passed pretty much all of them, apart from 2 that I actually don't really care about, and they don't even really mean anything. So I'm pretty much just going to leave the game running in the background. I will do some commentary over it, but it's an E75 game that I actually played last night. This video probably gone up on Sunday, so it was on Friday. I got this here last night. Really, not really a massively good game. I mean, it's like 5k damage in my E75. It is. I only have, the E75 is a really new tank to me, and I knew the tank was strong beforehand. Like I knew the tank was absolutely going to be a boss tank, but I never realised how actually good it really is, and I kind of feel like now that I've played the 75 myself, apart from being on a test server or anything like that, I've played like 40 or so games. It is incredibly strong tank. Like I feel like it actually needs a little bit of a nerf. Like it is so good. It has everything going for it. It is just a monster. So we try and penetrate the IS-7, but obviously he's got that spaced armor, so I'm not going to really pen, and no idea what that waffle tracker is trying to do. I have no idea. I'm sort of black on the IS-7 at the minute as he's going to try and get a shot. I just let him take a shot, pop round, put a round on myself, he bounces off my upper plate, no problem for the E75. But as I was saying, I've been pretty much just revising for exams. I've also had a couple other things going on, but I'm all finished with college now. That's me done. A 2-year course it was, so it was pretty good. I enjoyed myself, met some nice people, and I got a lot out of it. So I mean, that's the important thing. And that T34 is a little bit overconfident there. Was waiting. I knew he was going to come up, so I just put a round for his little cupola. The E75 gun it's not the most accurate thing in the world, but you can definitely, I wouldn't say snipe with it, but in this sort of distance, I mean, it's like 100 meters, even if that, no problem for the gun. It does matter, it's sort of overcrowded. I'm telling the T20 prototype to fall back, and I thought the IS-7 was going to go round and shoot the T-34, but he shot the IS, or the waffle tracker, which is really interesting, because he exposed himself and he lost a lot of hit points for it. And so basically I just told him to fall back because he's losing a lot of hit points. I need him alive, I need that IS-7. I'm just going to put a round right on this side of the mouse turret. So World of Tanks has been, obviously we had the 9.1 patch a couple of weeks back. Wasn't really nothing new, really, was it? Nothing really exciting. Some map changes, which is always appreciated, as some of the maps were pretty shit. The Cromlin map was, oh god, that map always pissed me off, to be honest with you. Always pissed me off, because it's just so goddamn campy, that map, and it's not as bad as it used to be, but it is still pretty campy. I think it needs more work on it, just a little bit more. But I would rather have the map move, but that's another thing entirely. Wargaming obviously don't want to waste a lot of their work, because they've spent so much time redoing the map like twice now, so they don't want to waste. So fair play to them. You can't really blame them. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of changes coming up. A lot of welcome changes in the 9.2 patch, which is going to be coming on a test server next week on the 10th. That's according to FTR, of course. Highly recommend you check out For the Record. It's run by Silent Stalker. Really cool guy, and he knows his stuff. So I recommend you read that blog, because there's a lot going on there all the time, every day. There's always new news about World of Tanks if you're interested. I'll probably put a link down in the description for that. But yeah, like, so World of Tanks hasn't really changed. 9.1 didn't really welcome anything new, nothing really all terribly exciting. And 9.2 is going to be interesting because a lot of buffs for a lot of underpowered tanks. One being, I think the really critical one for me is the 50B is getting a buff. It's a small buff, but it is half a second off the aim time, which is, it doesn't sound like an awful lot, but it really does make a difference for that tank, because that the 50B's problem is that its aim time sucks. It's terrible. You have to spend. I mean, it's an autoloader. You fire one shell off, and you have to spend literally 2 seconds after the shell's loaded to basically aim to make sure it goes where you want it at least. And that's always been the 50B's downfall. The 50B is, see, the T57 is a lot better. Like, there's no doubt about that. The T57 is so strong, but it's slow. Well, compared to the 50B anyway. The 50B is one quick tank, that's for sure. And we're sitting at 3.9k at this, and I don't even think there's much left of this game. I really don't think so. Obviously I'm just side scripting out there, because I don't really have much hit points left at this point. This game's pretty much done. The T-34 is going round. That's what I was wanting him to do. He kind of paused for a second. I was like sitting wondering what the hell he's doing. And he finally moves, so this game's in the bag. You know, E75, completely balanced. It's a beast of a tank. It's really fun to play as well. Really fun to play. So yeah, I've just been chilling out for the past few weeks, revising, obviously, doing all the exams. Just gonna pause the video here. Obviously it's wrapped up, and 4.9k damage. And this is what really surprised me about this game was this is my mastery, which I kind of wasn't expecting, because it really wasn't an amazing game. You know, it's sort of like I expected it needed to get like maybe 1800 base experience plus for the E75 mastery, because I mean it's a really popular tank and it's played by a lot of people. But yeah, pretty much it was like a 1400 base experience game, and it was really surprised me last night. I was just like, oh, E75 mastery, okay then. So yeah, that's pretty much the game over. I do want to talk more in this video, but I don't really want to I don't want to turn into like a big running thing where I'm just doing nothing but talking all the time. So let's go and take a look at the final screen report. Back in a second, guys. Well, let's take a look at the game report. So we get our mastery, as I was saying. We get 66,000 credits, which is nice. Obviously, we're premium count, so keep that in mind. 1900 experience, none doubled. Managed to put in obviously almost 5k damage, 3 kills. I was really surprised with that mastery with a 1200. I mean, it's 1200, base experience for an E75 mastery. I honestly thought it was a lot higher. I mean, maybe this tank isn't played as good as I previously thought. I honestly thought this tank was played to a really high level, but maybe not. We take on 30,000 credits, obviously with ammo and repairs taken into account. 100% accuracy that game. Every shot hit. Unfortunately, only 12 of them penetrated. So, guys, thank you for watching. I think this video will be the first video with the redesigned intro. So let me know what you think of it. Spent a wee bit of time of it. I'm not too bad with Photoshop, so let me know, guys. And hopefully, I'm going to be doing some different games over the coming weeks. Got a lot planned. Probably do a video next Wednesday and around that date. Don't see why not. So guys, thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. Bye.